Okay, so today we're going to talk about something that's called a converse. Let's just see what it says. So a converse is an if-then statement, and it switches like the first part and the second part. Okay? So an example here is if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, then they are complements. So now if you want the converse of that, we're going to switch the order of that sentence. So this time I'm going to say if two angles are complements, then their sum is 90 degrees. So this would make more sense had we not skipped part of chapter 2, because we do a whole few lessons on if-then statements. But we're going to use a thing called a converse today. So like last week, we had parallel lines and it made certain angles either equal to each other or they added to 180. Now today we're going to do the opposite. Today we're going to have angles that either equal 180 or congruent, and then we're going to show that those lines are parallel. Does that kind of make sense? Sort of, kind of. Okay, so we have a few different ways to show lines are parallel. The first one is corresponding angles converse. What do you guys know about corresponding angles? They're in matching spots, right? And if they're equal to each other, we can now say the lines are parallel. So in this picture here, what lines would be parallel? A and B, does that make sense? So then you can write A. Remember, you can write those two up and down lines for parallel. It's parallel to B. So corresponding angles are congruent. We have parallel lines. If we have alternate interior angles that are congruent, we get parallel lines. So which lines would be parallel here? Yep, N is parallel to M. Okay, now we have alternate exterior angles. And remember, alternate exterior, you want them to be equal, which we have here. So now which lines would be parallel? S and T, yep. And then remember, our only odd man out is the same side interior, and we want them to be what? 180. 180, right? Do these two add to 180? So what lines are parallel? Y is parallel to Z.
How long are you going to be out after the music?
I'm hoping 2 weeks. That's my goal.
She wants to have a quick recovery. That seems crazy.
I wish I could move it up closer.
At least you'll be able to take the elevator. You might need some even more time before steps.
Yeah.
I have crutches. So.
Did you take the elevator?
Yeah, I usually
I would
do
never
now.
test myself going this many steps on crutches.
No.
Maybe one flight, but not all three.
I actually broke my ankle because I went to school here when I was a senior, end of my senior year. And there's a few times I tried taking the stairs to my crutches because there was no one else around. And I was too lazy because I have class over here. And I was too lazy to walk all the way to the elevator. Never again. It was like the most frightening thing.
Well, when I was a sophomore here, that's when they were remodeling everything.
Yeah.
We didn't have an elevator, so I didn't have a choice.
Wasn't that the elevator right there?
That's a
The utility elevator.
yeah, but no, they didn't have that in use at the time either.
Oh, really?
No, so I put some miles on.
She's got jacked with her arms.
So scary. I'd probably take these steps because they're more like wider.
You think they're less congested too? Yeah. I do feel like they're not as tall. Like I feel like they're
and they have
short
grips
steps.
on them. They have little grips.
Oh, do they?
I'm pretty sure.
You know, I don't ever remember those steps when I was here.
They're newish.
Maybe they put them in after the gym and turned into the.
Yeah, because the lunchroom when I was here was down where the foreign languages were.
Oh, really?
It was in the basement?
Mhm.
I couldn't
The
have.
bomb
so small.
shelter.
That's such a small area.
Yeah, it is actually pretty small when you think of it, but
Yeah.
And now there's that like.
But we only
kitchen.
had 3 grades here when I came here.
yeah,
Or
true.
11, 12, so
Is that why there was a kitchen down there?
probably.
It makes sense, yeah.
But it's like small. It's like a little like. There's like a little oven. And
I'm sure they probably got rid of all the commercial grade, cleaning stuff,
Yeah.
cooking things. Okay, we have to decide which lines are parallel, why or why not. So really, guys, all we have to do is take a look. What kind of angles do we have here? What would you call these two angles? Like alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding.
Corresponding.
Yeah, they're in matching spots, right? And are they the same?
Yes.
Yeah, so we do have parallel lines. Which ones would they be? How would you name those lines? You guys remember?
Line E and G. And
Yep, line BD. So we can say BD, and then put your little line on top. And then line EG. And now for your reason why, you just list what kind of angles they were. So what did we say these ones were?
oh, the one line or which one?
These two angles. Did we say they're alternate interior, alternate exterior,
Yeah.
corresponding, right? So you're gonna say corresponding angles, and then you're gonna put converse, because that's our reason. And you can kind of abbreviate that a bit. Converse. Okay. Now, what kind of angles do we have here?
Same side.
They are same side, right? Do they add the 180?
Yeah.
Can we check? What's 123 plus 57? Does that give us 180?
Yeah.
It does. So is that enough to say we have parallel lines?
Yeah.
Yep. So now which lines are parallel? Yep. Oops, where'd I go? P is parallel to Q. What's our reason? Same side, interior, converse.
Same side what?
Interior, converse. This next one's a little goofy. Are these two angles anything special to us?
They're perpendicular.
They are perpendicular, yes. What else do we know about those?
They're 90 degrees.
They're 90 degrees, yep. So if this is 90 degrees, what's this angle right there?
90 degrees.
Right, so can I maybe put a little box there?
They're corresponding. They're converse.
Yep, they're corresponding angles, right? These are in matching spots, so we do have parallel lines. Which lines would be parallel?
No.
Yeah, that works.
RTX.
Yep, RT, that's a good one. Is parallel to XZ. And what's our reason? Corresponding angles, converse. Okay, what kind of angles do we have here? Do you have a special name for those ones? Should we go through those? Are they corresponding angles? Are they matching spots? No, those ones aren't corresponding. What about alternate interior? No. Alternate exterior? Same side interior. So this is just a simple linear pair, so those do not show parallel lines. Okay, what kind of angles do we have on the next example? Alternate interior, are they the same? Yeah, they're congruent. So which lines are parallel? Yep. And Y, alternate interior converse. And then this last one here. Anything special with these two angles? No. Could we find this angle right here on the other side of 80? Because if two angles make a straight line like that, what do they have to add to? What'd you say right here? 180, right? So if this one's 80, what would this angle have to be? 100. Now, do we have any special angle pairs? Corresponding, yeah. 100 and 100. So what lines would be parallel? ED, yep. And EG. Because what kind of angles do we have? Corresponding. Okay. These ones are kind of goofy. We don't have numbers, but what do those archy marks mean again? Do you guys remember? What do those archy marks mean for angles? Is there a guess? Does it mean that they equal 90? No. Does it mean they add to 180? Or does it mean that they're equal to each other? Yeah. So are these two angles in any special spot that would help us show lines are parallel? Well, this one's on the exterior, but this one's on the interior. So it's not either of those. You guys remember what angles are called and are across from each other? They're not horizontal, but they are vertical. Right? These are vertical angles.
I didn't show the V, but I didn't know which one it was. I said versatile, but I knew that was wrong.
It's a good guess. That's a good guess. But do vertical angles give us parallel lines? No. Nope. We need more information. Vertical angles don't show us lines are parallel.
And that's what that's too.
Yes, alternate exterior. Good work. So what lines are parallel? Yep. Y, alternate exterior angles converse.
Ain't like the
Did I miss one?
yeah.
Oh boy. What did I miss?
You just might not have it on.
I just might not. You're right. Oh, 8 and 42?
Is the 8 saying like that's the number or is that like
That's angle 8.
That's calling it angle 8. Okay. This is a bad example. It's already telling us the lines are parallel. Let's skip that one. They already are telling us the lines are parallel. Not a good example. Cross it off. Cross it off, kids. Okay, one more, a little algebra. It says find x so that the lines are parallel.
The correspondence of the
Bingo, corresponding angles. So I'm gonna write that. So we can write x plus 15 equals 125. How do we get x by itself? Minus 15. And what do we get? 110, yes. There we go. Perfect. Okay, if you want to go into your purple packet, we are on the creamish color worksheet. Yeah, but you try before the blue one. This one's, yeah. Okay, should we do some of these first ones together? Get a head start. Okay. Determine if there's enough information to tell if M is parallel to N. Explain.
first one is
This is enough information? Okay, why?
oh wait, it's corresponding.
They're corresponding, right? And they're equal, so that is enough, right? So we're gonna say, yes, there is enough. We're gonna say corresponding angles, converse. What about angle, or number 2? Are those corresponding angles again? There sure are.
No, that one's enough.
Yeah, what are those angles in number 3 called? Not horizontal, but
Something in the
vertical. Vertical. Nope, not enough info. Okay, number 4, what kind of angles are these guys? Yep, alternate interior. Alternate exterior, yep, and it'll show lines are parallel, so yes. Alternate exterior, converse. What about number 6? Are those 2 angles anything special to us? No. Nope. Okay, number 7. Line AC and DF, are they parallel? Explain. What do we think, ladies?
Yes, because the one over is 180.
So you're saying these two angles right here equal 180?
No, the 57 and 123.
Yeah, they do add to 180, but are they in the right spots right now? Are these same side interior angles? No. But what do you guys know about vertical angles? They're the same, right? So if this is 57, what's this guy right here? 57. And if this is 123, what's this guy right there? So now, are they same side interior? Mm-hmm. Yep. Same side interior converse. All right, what about number 8? As these angles are they in anything like a special spots where they're currently located?
There has the vertical thing.
We can do vertical angles again?
Yeah. If you do that, and make one side corresponding and one same side. Oh, never mind.
But you are right, they are same side interior, but do they add to 180? What's 143 plus 37? Is that 180? Yeah. Yep, we have another same side interior.
We also have exterior.
Oh yeah, or you could do alternate exterior. Yep, that works as well. More than one way, but you are totally right. Okay, number 9, what do you ladies think? Are those two angles in locations that help us show lines are parallel? No. So what kind of angles are those? Vertical, and that's not enough info.
And even if you did like more vertical, there would be all 60.
Number 10, if angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, which statement is true? All right, so I'm going to mark those angles. Here's angle 1. There's angle 2. Here's your process of elimination. So for A is R parallel to S. R parallel to S. Q and R. And are you okay with that? Q and R? Yeah. Good work. How can we find the value of X so that S is parallel to T? Yep. Nailed it. These add to 180. How many X's are we going to have? 4. Now what should we make?
21.
Yep.
I'm good at that.
What do we get?
40.
40. Okay, I'll let you loose on the back. You guys are good at solving those.
But if we know the answer, like if there's like corresponding or outside food, we still have to find out.
You do. It's good practice. Yes, thank you for waiting.
Is that a blank page?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a picture to Austin. If you post that, then
Oh, yeah.
hopefully.
Tell him I'll upload it right now.